writing down what you were actually eating, right?
Yes.
Because you didn't see it for what it really was, but once you started to write it, you really saw how dirty your diet was.
Well, it's those little incidences like having a little snack just because you walk into a beauty parlor and have chocolates there, or the dry cleaning place where they have the candy sitting on the counter. It's all these little things that you don't really count because you think, yeah, I'm eating well. What difference is this little amount?
It sounds silly because that's how people avoid taking responsibility for what goes in their mouth.
Well, they don't want to know. It's called denial.
Right.
Because they want to stay in their comfort zone and back to my mind map, they're in panel 5, which is the defense mechanisms.
Mm-hmm.
And people like to curl up in a ball of defense mechanisms and surround themselves by fat, in this case, because it's their safety zone. And then they don't have to confront anything like uncomfortable feelings. For example, the theme of get dating ready, I know this through my clientele, they want to stay in the fat zone because then they're safe, no guy's going to approach them, even though they act as if they want to have an intimate relationship. They don't want to have an intimate relationship because it's too painful, ultimately, in their mind.
Why did you let yourself get fat?
I think that being single is, for me, and not having a full-on support system is a challenge, and I also am the kind of person that will not compromise and just date anybody or be with anybody just because. So on the one hand, I'm strong enough to say no. On the other hand, I still feel bored or lonely or, bored, lonely. So, and also food has been a major source of pleasure for me. Friday night, take myself out to dinner, go out to dinner with friends. It's pleasurable.
So in essence, you had a love affair with food.
Yeah, it's been my love affair, exactly. Precisely. But I also know now that I don't have to be eating foods that injure me. I can also have a love affair with sashimi, because I like sashimi. I can have a love affair with Tsunamoto salad.
How about a love affair with self?
Yeah, that is where it's at. Because when you're in love with yourself, then you don't want to do any self-injurious acts. And eating improperly, believe it or not, is a self-injurious act.
You're never going to find love. No amount of food is ever going to fill the void of love. What don't you like about yourself?
What don't I like about myself? That I haven't embraced the pain of working out. That I haven't really shifted my consciousness to really take it on like, I want that. I want that pain because that pain is important and that pain means my growth and my health. I'm still resistant to it. So even though I know it in my mind, I can spout the theory. Actually, when I'm faced with exhaustion or I'm breathing really hard, I still want to say, I want to get away from this. I don't like it. So my aim is to shift my consciousness around that experience and shift it to, this is where the gold is for me. This is where I'm going to bump up to that higher level and so really embrace whatever I'm feeling in that moment.
Aren't you really talking about love?
I'm talking about love, but sometimes love doesn't feel really wonderful. Love isn't always like a nice warm hug or a beautiful kiss. Sometimes love means that you have to go above your comfort zone, outside your comfort zone. And so, in a sense, I have to redefine that for myself so that I can reach for it rather than push away from it. I think also what's been key is our connection, because for me to have done a tape in my den or gone to a workout class, it's a different experience because of our connection, I feel that I have this support system that enables me to push beyond my comfort zone. Because now I'm in a relationship with you as my coach, and I'm also not only working for myself, but there's a little bit of I'm working for you too, so that you can see your own progress with me. So it changes the dynamics and it makes it more powerful.
Well, you're redefining love.
Right. And so ultimately, love is that which makes you a better person. So my self-love is those thoughts, those behaviors, those choices that make me a better person. And love in relationships is being around people who make me a better person and vice versa. And that, I think, is the meaning of love.